welcome back to Peacefully Budgeting. So it is Sunday and I just finished my milestone and kind of recap for what I had been able to accomplish. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I rearranged a lot of my binders, and I also went ahead and I started filling this out, and I said, hey, you know what, let me go ahead and just do a quick touch base of how I'm using this this kind of like workbook that I'm working on. So you've seen a couple of the freebies and a few have already downloaded. Leave in the comments how you've been using those worksheets. So right now this is Peacefully Budgeting's Hot Mess Express, and I was kind of just working with it and seeing what I need to work on. So right now it's my current destination. So this is a touch base of where you're at, where you want to be, what is the reality, and it's like a little financial touch base. So my current destination, I want wide open spaces, and then I put the little Dixie Chicks prints. So what does that mean? That means I'm decluttering and taking care of the visual frictions that I notice bring up either antsiness or like, oh my God, I can't get my life together. But so those, if I actively and strategically start removing them, I've noticed that I've felt so much lighter. So why are we riding this train? Well, because I need my peace. This is a big thing that I'm working on this year. And so the Hot Mess Express reality check. Too many goals at once, too many binders, life be lifing, emotional spending, avoidance, burnout, no clear plan, trying to save everybody and other. It's not a derailment, it's a redirection. So it's one of the things that this is a perfect example of is I was really honing in on getting rid of my 3-year coin fund. It's been going on for 3 years, and it was creating a lot of chaos at the top of my desk, and it was really getting me antsy. So I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and quick fire this and get rid of all these savings challenges that I've been hanging on for months upon months. And this is my old system. My old system has served me well, but this new version of me that I am growing into, it's not really clicking with me anymore. So we're gonna move on to back to the reality check. So a lot of it was too many binders. So I'm gonna circle that, and I cleared out about a good 4 to 5 of them where I didn't really need them here. Yes, they were easy to grab, but it was still getting really busy. So emotional spending, I don't think I have a lot of that, but I do have avoidance, right? And there was too many goals. We've started to consolidate those. I wouldn't say, well, yeah, I didn't have a really clear plan until it's cleared up a little bit more within the last week or so. So the 5 stations, I want to protect my peace. So what am I working on? My 1 month ahead, my cushions for my cushions, variable spending, emergency buffers, peace of mind. So those are the 5 stations that I want to visit in my life. So home empire, I want my home, everything I want it cash funded. So home projects, my, casita dreams, Cielito Lindo, which is the whole realm, not just the inside of the home. My yard, the courtyard, in other words, upgrades and repairs, and PMI goal. So what is the PMI goal? My goal is to save 20K so I could recast my mortgage. That will help bring my mortgage payment down, because it would also help to reduce from that PMI goal that I believe it's about $115 a month that I pay just so the bank lends me their money to pay my home. Okay, closing loops. So the coin challenge, envelope first loop to close, old challenges, finish what still serves us. So this is a big one. This is the main pillar that I'm working on, and I've done a great progress because I finished my mini challenges, and because I am gonna be doing my first collab January 13th, that's when we're gonna launch it. So please stay tuned. I'm so excited over that. And if you're doing any collabs, please link them down below if you can, or shoot a little, map where I can go find it, because once I finish closing these loops, I'm going to be able to now start supporting creators with their challenges. So that's how we're going to be going on about it. I want to finish these because they do serve me. This is a memorial, I guess, to 2023, peacefully budgeting. Also to just stop living in survival mode. Okay, I need to get that. Half of my anxiety comes from that, guys. So I need to check myself before I wreck myself. Anyways, life is happening. So back to school. Guess what? We are fully funded as of today, technically. No, yesterday maybe? Yeah, yesterday. Okay, vacay. I mean, with this Victorian Orphans budget we're working on, I still don't even have enough for one round trip plane ticket, and I need 3, so we got to work on that. Birthdays, I fully funded 1. I still need mine. And birthdays from like different villagers, and I think I'm gonna also include that with the business as the neighboring kingdoms around as well. So anytime that some, a creator has a birthday and they're celebrating, maybe I can buy them a coffee or something like that. So I think that's how I'm going to probably be doing birthdays, or update a birthday for, our kingdom, neighboring kingdoms. Life events, that I know of, not a lot of life events are happening. Beauty, I've stopped with that one. I've stopped it because, well, I have more than enough skin products and all that jazz. I don't need to spend. Holidays, I've already saved up for July. The next one's gonna be like, I think it's Halloween, Dia de los Muertos, Thanksgiving, Black Friday. I don't really do Black Friday, but in case, I wanted to be prepared. And then Christmas. So the collab is Summerween. I don't know what that is, like if you save for a certain season or not. I thought that would be Christmas in July, but who knows. Content and business. My YouTube goals. I haven't, I want to get through these playlists. I did not know it was this serious, guys. Like, wow. There's just not enough time in the day to watch so many creators. What is your average that you help a creator out? I would really like to, but I mean, if I add 5 to 10 creators a week, I might be able to do 20 videos, maybe. I don't know. But that's crazy. So, or maybe I could do 5 for each a day. I don't know. Please, I would love to see how you help other creators, and maybe I can figure out how that's going to work with my schedule. Ko-Fi support. So I really appreciate everybody. I've noticed that my Ko-Fi account, a lot of people have started downloading, and I'm so excited. So please feel free to enjoy tea at the Ko-Fi Courtyard. That is this challenge here, right? So it's this one. This other thing is something that I'm working on, as you've heard in other videos. So it is really cute. I laminated it, so, and it does come with the tracker. So it fits an A6. And I thought it was so cute. I laminated it and I put it in here. So the product creation, I am working on a time blocking schedule. Hopefully that would work. Business funds, we actively fund that through one savings challenge in what they used to be minis. So now what I'm going to end up doing is the collab. I'm going to still keep the same framework, right, of this. Well, let me go ahead and, yeah. So this is the framework that it was. So envelope 1 was birthdays, back to school. Back to school may change, not 100% sure. Debt also changed, only because we fully funded. Debt changed to coins, because I do save with this one for debt. I save $90 that I put towards debt, even if they're micro payments at 20 to 30 each month extra to that. That's something. Family, vacate, that's how vacation gets funded, and business. So business gets funded as well. That's how this collab's gonna work. This one is for my coin challenge. This is my milestone. So eventually I will update it, guys, but your girl didn't proofread, whatever. It's peacefully budgeting on the Hot Mess Express. Hilarious. I was so excited. It still makes me giddy. Eventually I will update it, and I would post when it's updated. So far we have $10. So these are 8 extra that yeah, AI was an AI. Anywho, here is my tracker, and this also has an IOU. So in case if I owe it money, I got it here. All right, which milestones really, it doesn't really owe money. I usually just a flat 10 or a 5 or whatever the case may be. That's how I fund that one. Okay, so, and then this is pretty much the money holder for this one. That's what I'm kind of doing for those, for the business funds. That's how I'm funding that. Today's game plan. So I started focusing on what mattered, right? Which to me was the visual frictions, and that dropped my anxiety and my antsiness, and just those things like, man, I don't feel like I'm such a great steward of my blessings because maybe my house is disorganized, and I'm slowly but surely starting to pour love into myself, only because I've neglected for so long, because I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop, and I need to stop that because it doesn't serve me. Fund my peace first. So that is a huge one for me. Those are my 1 month ahead. That is the yearly end payment that I have for my home. What else? The cushions for my cushions. So my cushion has a cushion, and then my cushion's cushion has a cushion. That you're probably thinking, wait, what? That is where my mentality is. That survival mode that I've been talking about, which I've seen some other people have it, and I'm wondering, have you noticed that about yourself? Leave it in the comments. I would, and if not, did this help you kind of notice it about yourself? It's not a bad thing. It's just something that will eventually creep up and make you keep living in that fright or fight mode. Flight or fight mode. So my cushion is my miscellaneous. So at one point I had $500 in my wallet, right? And what did we do with it? We did something. Oh yeah. Mother's Day. We just had a blast. We really did. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. What? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, 40, 50, 60. Interesting. 60. $160. Okay. So we must have added a $50 one in here somewhere along the way. That's probably from a savings challenge, because I want to build it again to 500. That's my safe number for a cushion. That means if there is something that popped up, I have a nice cushion on me that it's gonna suck. Yes, sorry, I do cuss. But I'm so blessed and thankful that I have it on me. Like, boom, I don't gotta worry about it. It ends there. That loop closes. I don't bring it home. So that's how I'm funding my piece. Making progress and not excuses. That's another thing. I have been able to maintain the visual frictions at bay. Since I reset it and I had that come to Jesus meeting, we're going to go through this, okay? So fuel the train and allocation stations. I still haven't filled that in, but it gives you an area to also what, like, my cushion for my cushion planning. So these are the other cushions that I have, right? My miscellaneous is 500. My 1 month ahead is just for the bills. It's $3,093. Variable spending is about $700. That's a month. My house empire is at 20,000 K. So I can go ahead and recast that house payment, so my mortgage can drop down. Emergency fund is $5,000. So when I moved over, let's go through this super quickly. This is not a freebie or anything like this. This was just a product that I created, and I didn't like it. I'm gonna go ahead. I actually have a different one. So did I wash the dishes? No. Clean the stove? No, because I haven't gotten to the kitchen. The bathroom, nothing. Living room, nada. Laundry, separated. Okay, so I did wash. We haven't gotten to the dryer and the fold or putting no. Extra matters. Take out the trash. It's almost all out. Clean doors and handles. Clean the windows. Clean the fridge. The shopping list. We do gotta go to Walmart though. And then it says, remember girl, it's not about having a perfect house. It's about creating a space that gives you peace and not anxiety. Okay, so that's a big one. This is that freebie I was talking to you about. So I love it. This is the Royal Quarters Reset. So this is this has been going on for about 2 weeks now. You can pick yours up at the Ko-Fi Courtyard. You'll see it under the Royal Quarters Reset. Okay, so visual reset. Did I clear all the obvious clutter? Yes. Did I put the things back? Yes. Wipe down, open the windows? I did not. It is the sunshine state. It's not smart at the moment. Adjust lighting. So functional check, is everything in its place? Do I have everything, all this stuff? The vibe upgrade, like how did you vamp it? Final royal check, does it, make you feel good? After the reset, what it feels like. Notes to your future self, what made the biggest difference today? Rate your reset. So this is still ongoing because I have not updated my bedroom. My bedroom, this desk is heavy and my bed is heavy, so I do need help. So this is another royal reset that I have. And what I like about this, it's different. So I even added an area where how you would like to rearrange your schedule. I didn't mean to flip people off, by the way. So how to rearrange, don't mind. I am a very Michelangelo on the Leonardo side of artistry. So that's my bed. These are the windows. This is the shelf and the desk. I got a very ornate big mirror. This is the new one. So far I've mapped out the windows, the doors. This is a pocket door that leads to the to the powder room. And then this is like the wall. So all these are walls. So notes and ideas. So I actually want to flip it. I want to put this over here, that over there, because when you walk in, it just looks like the Royal Treasury office, and then, oh, the lady just takes a nap if she's tired. I want to make sure that when people see it, or like when I walk into it, it is my sanctuary, my royal quarters, like where I lay my little crazy frizzy hair down and just relax. Then I have and then she has an area too that she does things, versus the other way around where now I just look like I sleep in my office. So the rearranging, the task list, like you're cleaning, like mirrors, details, all that stuff. This one's different than the one that's in the freebie. I still haven't gone through some other stuff, but I do have another worksheet for a financial reset and my weekly content series. So this is mine. I don't have it. This is just something that I built for myself because I do have a theme for each day of the week. And that just kind of helps. So this was last week's. I laminated, and then so it's easy for me to just kind of clean it. Well, supposedly it'll be easier, but I usually don't put that much, but maybe because I'm showing you guys, and now my Sharpies are like extra. Alright, so let me get another piece. And I think this should be good. Alright, so that is what my reset looks like. If you have a video of how you reset for the week or the month, or like what is your little ritual, leave the link below. I would love to see it. One thing that I'm noticing is that a lot of people get inspired by everybody around, and it's so interesting to see how other people's systems work. So super excited. Once again, thank you for joining me, and have a great weekend. Peace be with you.